Introduction. The tarot is more than a divination tool. It is a symbolic map of the spiritual journey every soul undertakes. Known as the Fool's Journey, this narrative depicts universal truths about growth, challenges, enlightenment, and the ultimate reunion with our inner divine self. This book explores the tarot's rich symbolism, guiding readers toward understanding their life's purpose through its profound lessons. Chapter 1: The Fool's Awakening. The journey begins with the Fool, a figure of innocence, boundless potential, and adventurous spirit who stands at the threshold of a great journey. The Fool embodies each of us at the inception of our spiritual quest, filled with curiosity, openness, and a hint of uncertainty. It is a state of pure potential, unshaped by experience, expectation, or fear. In the imagery of the card, the Fool is often depicted stepping off a cliff, gazing skyward rather than downward, completely trusting in the universe. This symbolism conveys the essential quality of faith needed as one embarks on a journey of personal and spiritual discovery. This leap into the unknown is not reckless abandonment, but rather an intuitive act of trust, suggesting that true growth often lies beyond the comfort zone. The Fool also carries minimal possessions, usually a small satchel, indicating the importance of letting go of unnecessary attachments and preconceived notions. This teaches us to embrace simplicity, encouraging a clear heart and open mind as we explore deeper spiritual truths. By releasing excess baggage, we create space for new insights, experiences, and relationships to unfold naturally and authentically. A small dog is often seen accompanying the Fool, representing instincts, intuition, and the supportive guidance we receive, even unknowingly, from our deeper selves or spiritual guides. This companion reminds us to heed inner nudges and intuitive messages, which often serve as critical signposts along the journey. As the first step in the Fool's journey, this card signals an awakening, a recognition that life holds more profound significance than previously imagined. It invites us to question our current path, beliefs, and the meaning we assign to our experiences. It is an awakening that often comes subtly, a gentle whisper of dissatisfaction or curiosity about something deeper and more meaningful in life. Practically, the Fool encourages mindfulness and presence, urging us to fully inhabit the present moment with openness and curiosity. By staying present, we remain receptive to the lessons and opportunities surrounding us. It challenges us to step beyond fear, societal expectations, and comfort zones, trusting that each step forward is supported by a higher purpose and deeper wisdom. The lesson of the Fool is ultimately one of courage, the courage to begin, to trust, to explore, and to embrace life's mysteries with enthusiasm and wonder. It reassures us that every step, even those that feel uncertain, contributes meaningfully to our spiritual evolution and growth. In embarking on the Fool's path, we commit to a lifelong journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Each card that follows offers deeper wisdom, but it is the Fool that sets the tone, reminding us continually to maintain the openness, curiosity, and bravery essential for navigating the profound adventure ahead. Chapter 2: The Path of Initiation. Following the awakening of the Fool, the journey advances through 7 essential lessons, each represented by cards 1 through 7 of the major arcana. This stage is known as the Path of Initiation, laying the foundational skills required for the deeper spiritual journey ahead. The Magician represents manifestation and conscious creation, symbolizing skill, resourcefulness, and intention. The Magician teaches the power of directing one's energy purposefully. Here, we learn that our thoughts, words, and actions directly shape our reality, urging us to harness our innate abilities to manifest our visions into tangible outcomes. The High Priestess embodies intuition, mystery, and inner wisdom. Encouraging introspection and meditation, she invites us to trust our inner voice and explore the hidden aspects of our consciousness. By delving into this intuitive knowledge, we learn to access profound truths that guide our path. The Empress symbolizes nurturing, abundance, and creativity, representing the principle of unconditional love and care. The Empress teaches us the importance of compassion, both toward others and ourselves. Through her, we understand the creative potential inherent in life, and learn to cultivate environments where growth and harmony thrive. The Emperor stands for authority, structure, and stability. This archetype highlights the necessity of discipline, responsibility, and organization. The Emperor guides us towards setting clear boundaries, establishing order, and exercising personal authority to achieve long-term goals and maintain spiritual balance. The Hierophant offers spiritual guidance through tradition, teaching, and institutional wisdom. He emphasizes the value of learning from established spiritual and ethical frameworks, while encouraging us to seek wisdom from trusted mentors or teachings. The Hierophant highlights the importance of grounding our spiritual insights in established practices and community support. The Lovers focuses on relationships, choices, and deep connections, representing love, harmony, and personal alignment. The Lovers invite us to recognize and nurture the significant relationships in our lives. This card challenges us to align our choices with our highest values, emphasizing authenticity, trust, and mutual respect as foundational to meaningful connections. The Chariot symbolizes determination, triumph, and focused willpower, marking the culmination of this initial stage of initiation. The Chariot represents mastery over opposing forces through resilience and clarity of purpose. It teaches us to harness our inner strength, maintain direction amidst challenges, and move forward confidently toward our spiritual and personal aspirations. Each card along this path of initiation prepares us for deeper layers of spiritual exploration and self-realization. Together, these 7 cards equip us with essential skills and wisdom, laying a robust foundation upon which the journey toward enlightenment and unity continues to unfold. Chapter 3: Inner Exploration and Challenge. Following initiation, the journey enters a deeper, more introspective phase. Here the soul encounters significant inner exploration and transformative challenges symbolized by the next set of cards. Strength teaches us the power of compassionate strength, emphasizing inner resilience and the courage to confront life's difficulties gently yet confidently. This card encourages mastering emotions through patience, understanding, and love, reminding us that true power lies within vulnerability and kindness. The Hermit represents solitude, reflection, and inner wisdom. The Hermit guides us to withdraw momentarily from external distractions, turning inward for answers and clarity. It is a call for self-discovery, emphasizing the importance of personal introspection and quiet contemplation to illuminate the inner truths guiding our journey. Wheel of Fortune introduces the concept of cyclical change and destiny. It reminds us that life is dynamic, continuously shifting between ups and downs. This card teaches adaptability, acceptance of life's impermanence, and the wisdom to recognize and embrace opportunities hidden within life's transitions. Justice symbolizes fairness, truth, and karmic balance. Justice teaches the importance of personal responsibility and ethical integrity. By understanding that our actions have consequences, we learn to act consciously, aligning our choices with universal truths and moral principles. The Hanged Man represents surrender, sacrifice, and perspective shifts. Hanging upside down, the figure suggests looking at life from a new angle. This card encourages us to release rigid thinking and surrender control, embracing the transformative power of acceptance, patience, and letting go. Death signifies profound transformation, the end of one cycle and the birth of another. Though often feared, death symbolizes renewal and necessary endings, clearing space for new growth. It teaches us to embrace change courageously, understanding that true transformation often involves the release of old identities, beliefs, or circumstances. Temperance represents balance, harmony, and moderation. It highlights the importance of integrating disparate aspects of ourselves, emotion and intellect, action and contemplation, into a cohesive whole. Temperance teaches us to live harmoniously, maintaining equilibrium in our inner and outer lives. Each of these cards reflects a critical aspect of personal and spiritual growth. By navigating inner exploration and overcoming the inherent challenges symbolized here, the soul moves ever closer to self-awareness, spiritual maturity, and profound transformation. Chapter 4: Encountering the Shadow. Following deep introspection and transformation, the journey leads us into a profound encounter with our shadow self, those hidden, often suppressed aspects of our nature, symbolized by the next set of cards. This confrontation is vital for true spiritual growth and wholeness. The devil represents our attachments, limitations, and illusions. It signifies the forces of materialism, addiction, and self-imposed chains that restrict personal freedom and growth. By confronting the devil, we are invited to face our deepest fears and desires, recognizing and ultimately liberating ourselves from destructive patterns and attachments. The tower symbolizes sudden upheaval and dramatic transformation. Often perceived as a card of crisis, the tower signifies the collapse of false structures, beliefs, relationships, or life circumstances that no longer serve our highest good. Although disruptive, this card's powerful message is one of liberation, encouraging us to embrace radical change as a path to greater authenticity and clarity. The star emerges after turmoil, representing hope, healing, and spiritual rejuvenation. It symbolizes renewed faith, optimism, and inner guidance, reassuring us that peace and clarity await after trials. The star invites us to reconnect with our spiritual core, providing soothing reassurance and inspiration to continue our journey with grace and confidence. These encounters with our shadow self, though challenging, hold immense transformative potential. By courageously facing our inner darkness, we achieve deeper self-awareness, healing, and ultimately, the profound inner peace symbolized by the star. Chapter 5: Enlightenment and Illumination. As the seeker integrates the lessons and confrontations of earlier stages, they approach the threshold of spiritual illumination. The final stages of the Fool's journey guide the soul through deep insight and ultimate rebirth, symbolized by the next three archetypes: the moon, the sun, and judgment. The moon represents intuition, illusion, and the mysterious realm of the unconscious. This card invites the seeker to confront the last veils of fear and delusion, moving through emotional and psychological uncertainty. It speaks to dreams, hidden truths, and the subtle, often confusing signals of the subconscious. The moon challenges us to trust our inner compass and navigate the liminal space between waking reality and spiritual intuition. The sun is a card of clarity, joy, and awakening. Emerging from the ambiguity of the moon, the sun offers enlightenment, a radiant awareness that brings purpose, happiness, and confidence. It reflects the inner harmony achieved by living authentically and recognizing one's divine nature. The sun's energy revitalizes the seeker, celebrating life and signaling the integration of spiritual and material truths. Judgment marks a pivotal moment of transformation and rebirth. Here, the seeker is called to rise from past limitations and embrace their true self with full awareness. It symbolizes the soul's awakening to its higher purpose, the shedding of outdated identities, and a reunion with one's deeper calling. This card is not about external judgment, but about self-realization, an invitation to live in full alignment with the truth uncovered along the journey. These three cards embody the final ascent toward enlightenment. They challenge the seeker to move through illusion, embrace clarity, and answer the inner call to higher purpose. Together they prepare the soul for its final realization of unity and wholeness, guiding it toward the completion symbolized by the world. Chapter 6: Completion and Unity. At the conclusion of the Fool's journey lies the world, card Dexy of the Major Arcana. This card symbolizes completion, wholeness, and the realization of the soul's full potential. It is the moment of integration, where all experiences, challenges, and revelations come together to form a cohesive, awakened self. The world is often depicted as a figure surrounded by a laurel wreath, dancing in celebration. The four figures in the corners, representing the four elements or four fixed signs of the zodiac, indicate balance, harmony, and unity with the cosmos. This image reflects the state of enlightenment, where the seeker moves in synchrony with the universe. In practical terms, the world signifies spiritual maturity. The lessons of earlier cards have been absorbed and embodied. The seeker no longer seeks externally, but understands their place within the greater whole. There is a deep sense of peace, contentment, and connection to life's rhythm. Importantly, the world is not a final ending but a new beginning. The Fool's journey is cyclical. Every completion invites a new cycle of growth and discovery, this time from a higher level of consciousness. As such, the world prepares the seeker to return to life with a renewed sense of purpose, ready to guide others or to enter the spiral of growth once again. The world reminds us that the goal of the spiritual path is not escape, but integration. True mastery lies not in detachment, but in participating fully and consciously in the dance of life. With wisdom gained and purpose awakened, the seeker becomes a living expression of unity, rooted in self, aligned with the cosmos, and open to infinite possibility. Chapter 7. Practical Tarot Guide to Discovering Your Life's Purpose. The tarot is not merely a symbolic journey, it is a practical tool for uncovering the deeper truths of your life. By engaging with the archetypes, symbols, and narrative of the tarot, you can clarify your unique spiritual path and purpose. This chapter provides a simple yet powerful framework for using the tarot to support personal insight and alignment with your soul's journey. Step 1. Prepare a sacred space. Create a calm, intentional environment. Light a candle, burn incense, or engage in a brief meditation. Center yourself and set the intention to receive guidance from your higher self or the universal wisdom. Step 2. Formulate a clear question. Ask a focused question about your life's direction, such as, what lesson am I here to learn in this lifetime? What blocks or shadows must I overcome to live my purpose? What archetype currently influences my journey? Step 3. Select a spread. Choose a layout that supports deep reflection. A 3-card spread is a great starting point. Past, what has shaped your journey so far? Present, what is the lesson or energy you're currently working with? Future, what direction or outcome is emerging? More advanced spreads might include the Celtic Cross, or a personalized Fool's Journey spread, mapping stages of awakening in your life. Step 4. Interpret with intuition and symbolism. Study the imagery, numerology, and traditional meanings, but most importantly, trust your intuition. What feelings arise? What stories do the cards tell together? How do they relate to the archetypal journey you've now come to understand? Step 5. Journal and reflect. Write down your impressions, insights, and emotional responses. Note any patterns that emerge or parallels to your current life circumstances. Over time, journaling helps track growth, clarify patterns, and reveal deeper lessons. Step 6. Integrate and act. The wisdom of the tarot becomes transformative when acted upon. Let your readings inform your daily decisions, creative endeavors, healing work, or relationships. Small conscious actions aligned with inner truth are the building blocks of a purpose-filled life. Step 7. Revisit and evolve. Return to the tarot regularly, not for prediction, but for communion. Let it be a mirror and companion on your ongoing spiritual development. As your awareness grows, so too will the depth of insight you receive. In aligning with the tarot as a spiritual guide, you open a dialogue between your conscious mind and soul. You engage not in fortune-telling, but in soul-telling, inviting clarity, courage, and alignment with your sacred path. This final step brings the Fool full circle, no longer naive, but awakened. The journey continues, always spiraling upward, always returning to a deeper version of the same truth. You are the seeker, the guide, the lesson, and the purpose, all in one. Epilogue. The journey continues. The tarot reveals that every life is a sacred journey, a spiral of transformation that unfolds with each breath, choice, and moment of self-awareness. The Fool begins as a symbol of innocent curiosity, and returns as a conscious, awakened soul. Yet even that return is not an end, but a new beginning. Use the tarot not as a crutch, but as a companion, a wise mirror that reflects the truth within you. Whether you draw one card or follow the entire major arcana, each image is a gateway to insight, healing, and growth. The more intimately you know these archetypes, the more fluently you speak the language of the soul. To support you on your journey, here are a few spreads inspired by the teachings in this book. 1. The Fool's Journey spread. Use this spread to explore where you are on the soul's path. Lay out all 22 major arcana cards in order. Shuffle the full deck and draw one card per archetype. Place each drawn card over its corresponding major arcana position. Reflect on how the drawn card adds depth, support, or challenge to that stage of the journey. This powerful spread gives a full map reflection of your journey through the lens of your current life. 2. Life Purpose Spread. Your core lesson in this life. Strength you carry from the past, current block or shadow. Tool or gift to activate, the direction your soul calls you to take. What you must release to grow, potential outcome or vision. 3. Soul Integration Spread. Mind, how is your thinking serving or limiting you? Heart, what is your emotional truth right now? Body, what needs attention in your physical life? Spirit, where is your soul leading you? Integration, what brings it all into harmony? Final words. You are the fool, and you are the world. The tarot reminds us that we contain every archetype, every phase, and every possibility. May these cards be your companions, not to predict your fate, but to reveal the truth already present within you. Walk boldly, reflect deeply, and return always to the path of your soul. The journey never ends, it evolves.